McCallum. So, again, now you have to resume football and see what happens for both sides after this long delay. It is a first down, and this is Brown, and Brown immediately hit. Similar scenario, that McCallum swarming defense just not allowing much in the run game.
Yeah, getting off the blocks has been key all day long, and the point of attack has been so well defended. There's really not any way to cut back. As he cuts back here, the pursuit is right there, and we've got a 2nd and 10, no gain.
Masters continues to have a monster game for McCallum. 2nd down for Duff. He gives it to Brown. That time good running yards, and A.J. Brown close to a first down, but that'll bring up 3rd. Want to go down to Keith quickly. Keith, and we talked about the emotion from McCallum, or from Calallen, but it got to be tough for this McCallum sideline as well.
Yeah, really and truly on the field, Roger. There was emotions on both sides. It really, I was right in the end zone, right behind the play, caught him underneath the chin, knocked him out cold, folks. But that's the one thing about it. Now you got to come back. It's back to football now, with both players being not able to play here in the second half.
Well, again, we did see the thumbs up. That was encouraging. Here's a 3rd down and 1. They run the sneak. There's movement. May have been offsides against McCallum. It would be good enough for a first down, but looks like McCallum may have jumped.
Well, we definitely saw the neutral zone being invaded by both sides.
Offside.
It looks like they're going to.
On the defense, 5-yard penalty.
This is going to be a big play right here, crossing the 50-yard line under their own power this time. And so Calallen's got something going on because they're going straight at them. They're not trying to move this thing off to the edge. They ran the fullback belly just a moment ago. That's an off-tackle to B-gap play.
Just the 2nd first down of the ball game for Calallen. Now they've got it in McCallum territory, and big hit by Masters on the run from Price. My goodness, Jackson Masters is having a ball game.
Watch the guard and tackle pull, and Masters is following them right to the hole, and boy, does he fit up. I mean, just an outstanding inside linebacker play by Masters.
No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 for the Wildcats. This time they toss it to Brown. He's got good yardage. Brown breaks a tackle and then runs over a defender right to the first down marker. That's going to be close, and looks like it's enough for Alec Brown.
First time in a game, Roger, we've seen 2 consecutive first downs on a drive. And so Calallen's got something going on. They came out, they stopped them in 3 downs, and now they've moved the chains twice.
A.J. Brown with the first down run as he comes into this ball game with over 1,800 yards on the season. This time it's Duff. He's going to keep it. Duff with a blocker in front. Breaks the tackle. Up the sideline. Duff stays in bounds. Cuts it back at the 5. Into the end zone. Touchdown. No flags. Colton Duff, 38 yards. His 22nd rushing touchdown. And the Wildcats are right back in it.
Wow, what a change. Great adjustments at halftime. They started off with a positive play on 2nd down, going straight at them with the belly play, and now Duff finishes this short drive right here, gets them in the end zone. We got us a ball game.
Yep, extra point coming from Grant Gonzalez. And the kick is good. 7:19 to go. It's 20-7, McCallum. KBVO's Football Day in Central Texas, presented by Southwest Kia, the Kia Stinger. It's a 2018 Motor Trend Car of the Year finalist. Coming to either location to see for yourself during Southwest Kia's year-end clearance event. Well, just like that, Calallen gets back in it. Colton Duff, touchdown, and it's 20-7. McCallum with the lead, the football, and then Julian is knocked down. He was actually knocked down by his own blocker because his own blocker was blown up by Brian Juarez.
Yeah, Juarez comes down the middle of the field to the right hash, and he ends up running through blocker and ball carrier. A lot of physicality being shown out on the field right now, and a lot of emotions from both sides.
Well, you get the feeling this is a huge drive in the ball game, Steve, because of what you just said, emotion. This Calallen sideline is fired up. The Calallen stands are fired up, and see if McCallum can answer. They give it to Gage, and Gage runs into trouble. A host of Wildcats in on the tackle, led by Riggs Barrett, the sophomore linebacker.
Yeah, Big Barrett comes in there and wraps things up on a short gain. Gage has been one of the heavy hitters with the long yardage, but back to the drive before, Keith mentioned it from the sideline. Going away from the unbalance here is kind of giving McCallum some problems on defense.
Second down, did pick up 2 yards on the play. Perez up top got his receiver, and that is going to be close to a first down. Davis Rowe, he'll be about a yard short.
Really good job there of closing on the quick passing game. Still short of the line to gain here, but great defense, great offense right there, well executed. Short yardage play right here. We'll see if Calallen can do it 2 times in a row.
I think that was the first completion of the ball game for McCallum.
Yeah. Well, they've been going deep the first half, Roger, and so they put all their pennies on the deep ball, and now they've shortened up a little bit.
Third down and a yard. Perez going to run that quarterback power. Bottled up, and he'll lose yardage. Liamiti got him, and then he bounced off of that and actually lost more on the play. Lively in on the tackle as well. And now you see Copeland is back down for McCallum, the left tackle. So an outstanding defensive surge right there for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Liamiti right in the middle of it. Here we go. Defensive play. They're actually getting blocked at the line of scrimmage. They're getting off the blocks. And so they're quickly off the ground. And the emotion has really taken charge of the Calallen football team. 2 stops in a row.
Sideline warning.
Going to get the ball for
Sideline
the second
warning.
time.
McCallum.
Well, we saw the sideline warning, which brings me to early in the ball game when there was a penalty, and that's because it was contact, and they do get a warning, but because it was contact on that Calallen sideline, that's why there was the flag.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, chance to clear that up.
That's a good point, Roger, because when that referee's running down that line, that is his zone.
The penalty flags down as Bryant's punt is taken, and that time there was no fair catch call, and again, McCallum all over it. That was Garza. Boy, another big collision. Joel Garza did not call for the fair catch, and I want to point out, Keith, down on the sidelines, you did see Zach Hawkins call for the fair catch, correct? Okay. All right. Thank you for clearing that up, because we didn't see it, and that was our speculation. So Keith said that Zach Hawkins did call for that fair catch when he was injured, but it was a very quick call. So this is going to come back as well, and they'll re-punt it. Wait for the call from Brock Pittman. Or will they take it at the spot?
Yeah, they're gonna be awarded the 5 yards after the catch.
Okay.
Post possession can be done on the kicking play. Well, now they're picking
Illegal
the ball
shift
up.
No,
on the kicking team.
punt it
2
again.
men in motion. 5-yard penalty. Still 4th down.
Yeah, so that'll take it back to about the 21-yard line. And
Well, they feel like they can get better position out of this because that ball's going to be snapped right at midfield. And that's about 30 yards from where they're about to punt it again. So we'll see if things work out for Calallen here.
And now we've got a McCallum timeout.
Timeout.
With 5:32 to go. So
first timeout of the half.
Well, Steve. Callum.
Yeah, Coach Taylor is not going to be happy about this. Someone was not paying attention to what the calls were out on the field and went over there and, for whatever reason, had 10 men. And you're thinking about getting a punt blocked right here. And if Coach doesn't call that timeout, they snap the ball, get another big turnover here down on McCallum's end of the field, if not a touchdown.
So big momentum swing here early in the second half. The injury to Calallen's Zach Hawkins. Wildcats score on the possession, and then they get the 3 and out, and now McCallum will have to punt it from about their own 10-yard line when it's all said and done. So you figure Calallen's going to have good field position down by 13.
Yeah, exactly. Coach Taylor, the big job for him right now is to rein in the emotion that his sideline might have from the negative play on the hit, ejection, and now they just got to settle down and start playing football again because they are definitely up against a motivated Calallen team.
Yeah, 2 3 and outs to start the second half of this Calallen defense. Bryant, and this one not nearly as good. Looked like off the side of his foot. Ball pops up. Garza moves out of the way, and they'll have it at their own, or the McCallum 45-yard line. So a good move right there. And Calallen will start in McCallum territory.
Well, this is exactly opposite of what happened to Calallen in the first quarter. They were backed up to their end of the field almost the entire first quarter, and McCallum was taking advantage of it. Now we see the reversal of that. McCallum's going to have to play great defense and see if they can't stop this run game. So
Duff, who looked like he nicked up his ankle in the first half, ripped off a 38-yard touchdown on the last drive, and here they are at the 45-yard line. Play action, looking for something deep, not there, and then Duff will throw it to Garza. The defender, Davis Rowe, fell down, but Duff couldn't get enough on it.
Yeah, and you have J.B. Fault right there putting the pressure on. As you can see, these outside linebackers, they're not hesitating at all. If the ball is outside the off-tackle area, those linebackers are triggering, and there's another big hit here on first down, 2nd and 10. That's exactly what McCallum needed.
Colton Duff, outstanding baseball player as well. And he'll pitch it to Brown. Brown looks like there's some room, but then it closes quickly. Davis Rowe at the stop, and that's only going to be a 2-yard gain, and here's a big 3rd down play.
Boy, there looked like there was going to be yards, and the sideline came into play. McCallum using it as an extra defender and stopping that thing where it looked like there could have been at least 5 yards out there.
Keith, you have a saying about the sideline?
Yeah, it never misses a tackle.
Here we
exactly
go.
Right, baby.
On cue. 3rd down and 8 for Calallen. Down 13. Duff keeps it hit, and he's going down. Barriere with the big hit right there. Carbajal got a piece of him, and then big Lloyd Barriere cleaned it up.
Yeah, and he is a load, thick all the way around, and can actually motor up and down the line of scrimmage. He's a space eater in there, and you put him and Carbajal together. Sometimes they line him up defensive tackle. This ball game, Carbajal's been playing the weak side defensive end and doing a good job of running plays down from the backside.
Boy, you know Calallen did not want to be punting with that great field position, but they couldn't get any positive yardage even to give themselves a chance to think about going for it. So Barrett back in there to punt it away. And Rowe will let it go, see if it takes a Calallen bounce, a bit of one, but to about the 10, just inside the 10. But all in all, a big stand right there for McCallum's defense, giving the ball back to Calallen Calallen at McCallum's 44, couldn't do anything with it. Now the Knights have it back. KBVO's Football Day in Central Texas, brought to you by Thomas J. Henry. Were you injured in an 18-wheeler accident? Thomas J. Henry can help. Call now at 512-817-1905 or tjhlaw.com.
Well, if Calallen can continue their defensive play of the last two series, then this ball game is going to stay tight. As we know, McCallum has had their way in the first half.
Here's Julian, and he is stuffed right at the 10-yard line. He ran right into Leo Meady, the big defensive lineman for Calallen.
Boy, he has really played well today. He's been on plays in the first and second half. Big child. I mean, he stands in there, looks like he's 6'3", 6'4"-ish. And, wow, does he get off blocks very, very well.
McCallum in no hurry. They'll let the play clock down. About 11 seconds here. Perez keeps it, and he struggles forward, but only picks up a couple, and that'll bring up 3rd and long.
Yeah, they were trying to trap Leomedi at that point. Perez ends up going inside of it, but really good defensive tackle play there by number 53.
We'll see how aggressive McCallum gets on offense at this part in their field. They've only completed one pass. Got Gage to the left. We see him on those receiver screens, and then Mason Bryant out there to the right, single coverage with Davis. Here's Perez going up top. Gage, contact, and there you see the penalty flag. Ball overthrown, but might be a defensive holding on Lively, and Gage comes up limping.
Yeah, as Gage was clearing the corner there, and you got speed on speed with the corner.
Pass interference.
Wide receiver going.
On the defense.
It
Number
is
21.
pass interference.
15-yard penalty.
Called.
First down.
Held him up as he was breaking away.
Yep, so they call the interference on Lively. Ball in the air with the contact, and that's a big penalty. That will give McCallum a fresh set of downs here with 2:52 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, they're playing man-to-man, and they're disguising it as a cover 2, cover 4 look, but both of those defenders on that side of the field locked up with their man, even though it looked like an umbrella coverage.
Well, that's the first down of the second half for McCallum. They get it with the penalty. Alexander Julian. Well, the yards are tougher to come by here in the second half for that McCallum run game.
Yeah, both defensive lines have shown their might tonight, or today, excuse me. But I tell you what, it's one of those things where I think if you get one break here and get the ball out to midfield, I think McCallum's going to come out of this fog here. Calallen really doing a great job of playing gap control inside.
Julian with the handoff, but again, he's bottled up, and who else but Leomides at the bottom of that pile making the tackle, and here comes another third down for McCallum.
Yeah, they're holding their point on that gap defense inside. Linebackers are able to run as extra defenders at the point of attack, and that defensive front there from Calallen much better in the third quarter than the whole first half.
Third down, Perez on the keeper. Perez has got running room, and he will be right to the yard line. They need to get to the 38, and they get it to the 39. First down, McCallum.
Yeah, good change up right there. They used Perez that way in the first half, ended up breaking some big yards, but right now the yards are very, very hard to come by. Stingy defensive play by both sides.
Good block by Cesar Cedillo, the senior right guard for McCallum right there ahead of Perez. And fresh set of downs. That means they can continue to eat clock as we approach the 1 minute mark here in the third quarter. Gage in the backfield now. They give it to Gage. Hits the hole and then loses the football. Ball on the ground, and Calallen says they have it, and they do, right at midfield. And just like that, or rather at the 45, the Wildcats get another big turnover.
Yeah, number 7 fills it hard and fast there, Roger. And that's Garrett Height coming from his safety position and doing a great job of wrapping him up. Ball pops out. Here we go, turnover.
So Calallen gets the big turnover, and now they have a chance here with 54 seconds to go in the third to get this down to a one-score game. Of course, last time they got it, great field position. That McCallum defense stood up huge.
Yeah, they're going to have to get some points out of it. We also saw McCallum not score when they were inside the red zones.
There's the pitch. Brown cuts it up and picks up 6-7 yards. Nice cut back there by A.J. Brown to get good first down yardage for the Wildcats.
Yeah, good offense, good defense, just turning the legs after contact right here. Point of attack blocking, linebacker overruns, and here we go. We got us a good first down gain.
Pitch to Brown. Brown trying to get the edge, but he is hit hard. Will Lowen got the penetration, and then Masters cleaned it up.
Boy, I tell you what, has 44 shown up on the inside run game. Fits perfectly inside out. Reads the hats well. There's the big hit. And
apparently there's a clock issue because it still reads at 47 seconds. And we know some time went off the clock. And I'm sure Calallen wants every tick possible.
Well, malfunctions on the big stage here, it would be when you got 2 more ball games. They need to get that fixed.
Please set the game clock to 19 seconds. 1-9.
So 19 seconds will be remaining here in the third quarter.
There you go. They made the adjustment on the game clock.
Now, Keith, in the first half, it was all about the terrible Calallen field position. Now McCallum trying to stop Calallen with great field position. So, third down and 5. Movement, and both sides move, but we'll see what they call here right now. McCallum moved first, and then Noah Galindo, the center, may have snapped it when he saw the movement, but Colton Duff looks frustrated.
Nope. On the defense.
It is on the defense. So a heads-up play by the center.
First down.
Yeah, that's twice. We think we saw that same thing happen in the first half, or actually early in the third quarter. So they're going with the hard count and changing the snap count there on critical third down plays, and McCallum has fallen for it twice.
That may be it, as the clock will wind down here in the third quarter, and that will do it. So 13-point ball game, but Calallen 35 yards away from the end zone as we head to the fourth quarter. It's game 1 of our triple header here in the Alamo Dome. Instant replay brought to you by ABC Home and Commercial Services, your heating system repair specialist. We're back after this. No, they got going in a hurry. First play of the fourth quarter, a flag on the play after a good run from A.J. Brown. So we'll get the call here right there as Calallen has a first down at the McCallum 35-yard line. Would have been about a 12-yard gain, but this one is going to come back. Fourth quarter today brought to you by.
On the offense, number 66, 15-yard penalty, still first down.
There you see the penalty. Football Day in Central Texas brought to you by Thomas J. Henry. Were you injured in an automobile accident? Thomas J. Henry can help. Call now at 512-817-1905 or tjhlaw.com. So here we go. First down and 25 for Calallen. Huge penalty right there. Or first down and 20, rather. Duff back to pass. Pressure coming. Duff gets away. Now he launches it. He's got a receiver and a first down and more for Garza. Boy, what a play by Colton Duff.
Exactly, Roger. That's a 1st and 20. They normally don't get to see a whole lot of that, especially in Calallen. They're generally making first down yards, going fast here.
Joel Garza with the catch, and now Duff running the option, but Price is blown up in the backfield. That's going to be a loss of a couple.
Really good job there of reacting to the perimeter play. They had some success in the first half on this, got it called back. There's Carbajal running the heel line, minus 2-yard gain.
By the way, the fumble recovery was by Seth Kelly. Kelly switches jerseys. He goes by 45 and 65, so he got that fumble recovery for Calallen. Second down and 13. Seems like Calallen's had a bunch of these down and distances. Here's Duff. Keeps it and then makes a nifty move to pick up a couple of extra yards down to about the 16-yard line, and that'll bring up a third down and 4. They'll say the 17-yard line.
Yeah, they've used this play a couple of times. You got an athletic quarterback like Duff. It makes sense because the McCallum defense has been stingy inside running game, and so they're trying to get an athlete on the edge.
Again, the short field for Calallen. Starting at the McCallum 45-yard line. Able to overcome a big penalty as well. Play clock down to 6 seconds. A little confusion, but Duff able to get the snap. Now breaks a couple of tackles. He's hit, but falls forward. And Colton Duff showing some strength right there all the way down to about the 14.
Yeah, he sticks a foot, decides to go back against the grain. They turn him back in. There's big Carbajal. And I tell you what, that is a load when those two guys end up meeting here. 33 and Duff.
It is fourth down and 2. Boy, this may be the play of the ball game for Calallen. 9:37 to go.
Yeah, excuse me, Roger. I think Coach Danaher made this decision before halftime.
And they go with the toss sweep. Brown hit, knocked down, Masters short of the first down. Incredible play by Jackson Masters.
Boy, has he been on the delivering in on some big plays defensively. That's the middle linebacker. We were talking about it at halftime. Keith and I were, there's not a whole lot of linebackers anymore. Well, there's one.
And Brown was shaken up on the play, but this is one of the best defensive plays you'll ever see under the circumstances.
Man.
So McCallum will take over at the Calallen 14-yard line with 9:24 to go. Jackson Masters. This is a guy beginning of the year. Charles Taylor told us he's kind of a surprise the way he's emerged. He was a basketball player, is a basketball player. Here's Perez, and he slices through for about 5 yards.
Great job of making yards inside your 20-yard line. Perez gets it out there, some breathing room. McCallum needs to eat up clock here to secure this victory.
Yeah, every first down is a couple of minutes off the clock, and Calallen needs it twice inside of 9 minutes. They're going to go Wildcat with Gage. Gage hit, brought down, and that's going to be maybe a yard gain. So this is a monumental play for the Calallen defense.
No doubt. Roger, that defensive line gets another A+ here. working down the line of scrimmage. Look at them fighting through blocks, coming off. Pretty good job right there, pushing the play wide. Linebacker comes up, makes the play.
Yeah, that was Garrett Height making the play. So here we go. This is 3rd down and about 3. Perez keeps it. Perez pushed back. He's not going to get it. And Liamides at the bottom of the pile again. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, Liamides has definitely played a stellar game. Look at all the maroon jerseys around the ball carrier. When you change directions on either one of these defenses, you're probably going to have a hard time getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Bryant back. You wonder if Calallen thinks about coming after it here. 7:40 and counting. Calallen unable to capitalize on all the great field position. They did get that first touchdown. Bryant looked like it was blocked, and this one's going to squib at about the 32-yard line. Was it blocked or did it go off one of his own offensive players?
It was blocked, Roger. It came off the defensive left side on the edge. Slow getting this ball off. You can see it. He gets his hands on it, and what a great play by the rest of the coverage team or the defending team. Get away from that football. It's been blocked and touched behind the line of scrimmage. Don't make it live by touching it.
I think that might have been Garrett Height coming off the edge. So just like that, a short field for Calallen. They've got it at the 32-yard line of McCallum.
Yeah, Height has had a huge ball game from the secondary, making plays at the line of scrimmage, blocking punts.
Garza on that toss, and he had to jump over his own player, then dumps it off to Brown, and Brown nearly a first down. How about that? Garza had to hurdle his own player there to get free to make the pass.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what was the original design of it.
It was Duff.
And he just kind of turns around and flips it to him if Duff was going to go down the sideline, but I don't know. That was a heads-up play either way.
Duff got hit by his own offensive lineman who was backing up, Duke Waddell, and Garza with a heads-up play, hurdling him, and then in the end, it turns out to be a 9-yard gain. And Duff on the keeper. He's got room. Duff stumbles down inside the 15, down to the 13-yard line, and just like that, 7:06 to go. Calallen 1st and 10 at the 13.
Well, I tell you what, in an offense like this, generally where the guards go is where the ball's going to be. They're attacking the weak side, the two-man surface on that tackle over receiver overset. And right now, McCallum has not made that adjustment consistently, and they're making yards.
There's a discussion going on.
Illegal formation.
Wow. So
on the offense. 5 men in the backfield. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Still 2nd down.
So instead of 2nd and short, the 2nd and about 6. KBVO's Football Day in Central Texas, presented by Southwest Kia. The Kia Stinger is a 2018 Motor Trend Car of the Year finalist. Come into either location to see for yourself during Southwest Kia's year-end clearance. We've got 7:05 and counting here. That's a big penalty, Steve.
Well, no doubt, because it was so much going on there on the weak side. The guards got out, made their play, and here we go.
Calallen forced to take the timeout. That's their first of the half, and we'll keep it right here. So instead of 1st down and 10 at the 13-yard line, ball is back on the 27-yard line, 2nd down at about 7.
Yeah, still manageable yardage here, but the play being nullified before, and Keith mentioned it at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Attacking away from the unbalanced set has been huge for the success of Calallen, and they've gotten some big plays off of it. Quarterback on the lead option is another thing. I keep waiting for them to go back to the fullback on the off-tackle belly because they had some success with that as well.
Keith, you're down in that end zone. What do you see on this last possession?
Well, I tell you what I see right. I see a pretty tired football team in McCallum, Roger. That's the one thing I would be looking at watching these guys. These guys have taken a lot of blows. 14th ball game of the year. Coach can expound on this. It takes a toll on you, especially running this type of offense and going up against this kind of offense.
Yeah, no doubt, Keith. It's like shotgun alley every play.
Well, you love playing in the dome, but a little warmer than it might be outside as well, so that could take a toll. Here's the fake, and now Duff rolling, finding Garza right to about a half-yard short of the first down. In fact, it's right at the marker, and they're going to say it's going to be third and about a half-yard.
Yeah, when you've got a second and medium play call, play-action pass is going to be good. That was good offense and good defense. You know, pitch and catch, tackle.
Time is not Calallen's friend right now, and clock ticking down to 6:20. Third and short, sneak. Duff's got it more. Duff all the way down inside the 14-yard line, so that quarterback sneak goes for about 7 yards.
One of the things that you see right there is that the big offensive line from Calallen able to come out of their shoes here on a straight drive block, and I keep thinking the big yards that they got with the fullback, similar type play, go straight at McCallum right now while they're tired. Keith mentioned it. Tired folks, stand up.
Well, they set the ball after the first down, so that clock starts pretty quickly, and we're inside of 5:50 to go. Again, Calallen needs 2 scores. Duff, play action. Blitz coming. Duff is hit, and he hands it to Garza. Garza is tackled at the line of scrimmage. What an outstanding play by Masters.
Wow. I tell you what, these guys, they didn't just get here with, I guess you would say, the decorated offense of the program. They've invented some stuff here on this drive that worked out pretty good for them.
Keith, where do you start on that? Carson nearly had Duff. He has the presence to kind of just lob it over to Garza.
Yeah, and it's actually a forward pass. If it was incompleted, he hadn't held on to it, it would have been just an incomplete pass.
Well, they'd have been better off because they lost yardage and the clock ticks.